I'm here to support Robert Sylvester Kelly because I believe he's innocent.
What have you seen in the trial so far? Do you think it's a fair trial?
Yes, I believe it's a fair trial, and I believe now y'all can really hear the truth. It's not a one-sided story no more. He's been defamed in the media, and every media is biased. So now y'all get the truth.
Do you believe some of the witnesses, Jerronda Pace, the story that she told?
No, they're too inconsistent.
There you have some of the supporters of R&B superstar R. Kelly outside the courthouse in Brooklyn, New York. Take a look at what was happening inside today. We can only give you sketches, folks. It's federal court. Talk to your Chief Justice about that. But R. Kelly back in court today. And we have with us Court TV legal correspondent Julia Janae, joining us live from Brooklyn tonight. Julia, great to see you. Let's talk about Kelly's former personal assistant who testified today. I believe also tour manager. What can you tell us about that testimony? Was this witness able to take us inside the world of R. Kelly and this alleged criminal enterprise?
This former tour manager, one of the biggest witnesses on the stand, especially today, but maybe even the whole trial at this point, other than Jane Doe number 4, Demetrius Smith was able to tell this jury about late R&B star Aaliyah. You could tell that Smith did not want to be talking about this. He tried to plead the fifth at the beginning, but after he was granted immunity, he did have to talk about knowing Aaliyah and also being the one who went with Robert Kelly to her parents to meet her, to discover her as a star. Prosecutors say she was only 12 when she met the defendant. Kelly's former personal assistant and tour manager, he said they went to Detroit to have that meeting that he described as just a special, beautiful time. He also talked about the fact that the two worked together. They put together music. She was his protege. Kelly wrote Aaliyah's first album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Kelly would clear the room if Aaliyah was uncomfortable while they were creating music, and Smith admitted there were times that the two were alone in Kelly's apartment together. And then the prosecutor asked a question. She said, "Did you ever have conversations about his behavior with Aaliyah?" And Smith said, "I asked him at times. He knew they were playful. Asked if everything was cool. You're not messing with Aaliyah, are you?" And he said he did understand or came to know that there was a time when they were more than friends. It's when Kelly mentioned to him that Aaliyah was in trouble, believed she was pregnant, and told him not to call Aaliyah's uncle. And after a concert, Kelly and Smith boarded a plane to Chicago in the middle of a tour. This all, of course, points to the 1994 marriage between 15-year-old Aaliyah and 27-year-old Robert Kelly, something that was later annulled, but the prosecutors are bringing a charge that's related to this under the Racketeering Act, and they say that he bribed or he instructed the people on his team to help cover this up. And Smith admitted today, with that immunity, that he did go to a state public aid office to give money to an official, got a fake ID, and was able to give that to Aaliyah so that she could get married to Robert Kelly.
Okay, so this witness had potential charges sort of hanging over him, but given immunity to it all for his testimony in front of this jury.
Well, I will say he said multiple times he doesn't think he did anything wrong to deserve prosecution. When they kept asking him, do you understand that you would be immune from prosecution? He just simply didn't want to be there. But there were times that he got so quiet and somber talking about Aaliyah. You can tell there was an emotional connection there when he was this mentor, father figure type for not only Kelly, but also Aaliyah. And the defendant was paying attention to everything that was being said. He was leaning forward. Sometimes we see him putting his head down, but he was tuned in to this witness. Also, in talking about that state official that he gave that money to, he still thinks that it's nothing that he should be on trial for as far as Smith. But he ultimately did have to give that testimony, and he's still going to have to be on the stand on Monday.
All right, Julie Janae, stay there. Let's bring in our think tank, get a little reaction to all of this. Still with us, Bernardo Villalona, Ian Freeman, Leslie Ricard-Chambers. Ian, does this sound like racketeering, what we're talking about here? You've got R. Kelly, who's afraid he's gotten this young girl pregnant and kind of gathers the gang together. You do this, you do that, and we get done what we need to get done. Is that racketeering?
Well, racketeering today is used, rather loosely in courts, and it simply just means that you are working, orchestrating with another to violate the law. And it seems like if these elements are proven, that that's racketeering. It's going to be a long trial. There's going to be a lot of people testifying, but if proven, they're putting it out there right now.
Leslie, what are your thoughts about, former personal assistant and manager has some potential legal issues, getting immunity? Does that affect his credibility at all?
It may, but listen, these jurors, I think that they're hungry for information right now, and the prosecutors have come out swinging, and they've put this witness up as one of the first witnesses in their case to just lay all their cards out on the table and to show that yes, he was offered immunity, but look at why he was offered immunity. He's got so much damning information against R. Kelly, and that's because he worked hand in hand with him. He helped facilitate all of these women, these young girls. Being brought to the house, being kept sort of in storage, if you will, in these rooms, and not being able to go to the restroom, go get something to eat, and not wear what they want to wear. I mean, he's got a lot of intel that the prosecutors want to be able to expose to the jury early on.
Bernard, the feds, they never try a case without getting people on the inside to flip, and that's what's happening here. How does this type of evidence get received by New Yorkers?
So it's fairly known in New York, especially when you're dealing with federal cases, that there is going to be a cooperator in the case. So Demetrius Smith, not necessarily he's a cooperator, but that he was given immunity. What I'm waiting for in the next coming days, remember, Vinny, that just a couple months ago, there were 3 men that were indicted for trying to bribe potential witnesses in the case. And I'm very curious to see whether one or all of them will be testifying against R. Kelly and in essence, singing their own way out of jail.
All right, let's bring back in Julia Janae, who's with us in Brooklyn tonight. There was another witness, Anthony Navarro, who also worked for R. Kelly. What was his position, and what did he add to the case today for prosecutors?
Anthony Navarro was really young when he was working for the defendant. This is back in 2008, 2009. He said his job duties included cleaning the house, but also helping the guests. So we have some information from that testimony today. He said that he would pick up girls from the airport around Chicago, take them to meet Kelly. These guests were mostly girls. They were supposed to stay in designated rooms, and if they were caught wandering around the property, he was supposed to ask them why and alert Kelly or a manager. Those girls, quote, had to get permission for most things, like if they wanted food. He also recalled 2 girls climbing over the fence and calling a manager about it. He did in 2009. He said they looked really young. He also picked up medication for Kelly from the pharmacy or a doctor that included Valtrex to treat herpes. I want to point out, though, he's using the word girls there. We don't know if he meant underage or just female, because on cross-examination, Navarro was asked by the defense attorney, Nicole Becker, whether or not the girls that he saw around the house looked underage, all of these female guests that were in and out. And he said he never saw anyone who looked underage. They typically looked around his age, which was 21 to 22 at the time.
All right, what's coming up next in the case?
Coming up, cross-examination of that tour manager. So we expect that the defense is going to try and draw out the fact that Kelly was not the one to instruct him to go and handle that bribe. But also a DNA expert is expected to testify about the semen and saliva that was found on a T-shirt of Jane Doe number 4, something she kept and turned over to her attorneys back in 2010.